Hey, cousin. Hey, y'all. What's cracking? Look, I had to come here and check on my cousins. Let me see. Okay. Hey, cousin. Hey, Zen. Hey, everybody. Look, I'm trying to set everything up. Hey, cousin. Everybody on TikTok. Everybody on YouTube. I'm checking on y'all. I came to check on y'all because I know, this energy is a little bit crazy right now. So, y'all let me know how y'all doing. Hey, cousin. Hey, everybody. Everybody on YouTube. Everybody on TikTok. It's your favorite cousin Ken Ken. Some of you know me, some of you don't. But I am your favorite cousin Ken Ken from the YouTube channel Can Be the Light. I am a spirit guide, I am a holistic wellness practitioner, and I am an energy healer. So I am here to assist you all with whatever it is that you're going through right now. I've been guided to come in here and check on you. So if you come across this live, I am checking on you. I want to know how you're doing. How are you holding up? If you have any questions about your life, your path, anything that you want to know about, ask me and I'll answer your questions. Okay. I'm only going to be on here for a short period of time because I am working on something, but I definitely know that the energy is very, very it's intense. It is intense right now. And I know that as the year progresses, it will get more intense. And I will just be honest with you and let you know that I'm not here to scare anybody. I don't want you to be feeling like, you got to rush out and go prepare and do all this crazy stuff. But I am going to let you know that this year is going to test you. It is going to test you. It really is. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. You said I love your energy. Thank you, cousin. I know I seem a little, a little mellow right now, but I'm working through my stuff too. Listen, we all are working through our inner work, okay? It's time for us to do our inner work, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. A lot of times, things have to fall apart before they come together. So a lot of you may notice that, things are not going the way you planned them. You may find a lot of things, are not going smoothly, but that's okay. That's okay because we are entering into a very new space, all of us. You said after they remove the cancer from my body, will it be gone for good? Okay, what's your first name? Thank you, Father, for your spirit. Peace and healing to us. No, I'm not a prophet. I'm a spirit guide. Spirit guides, you have spirit guides in the physical, and you also have spirit guides in the physical and in the spirit. So physical spirit guides are people that will help you on your journey. They will guide you to a greater connection to spirit, which is source. Okay. So your spirit guides here in the physical, they normally have been through the things that you have been through, and they can guide you based off of experience and their connection to the creator. Okay. So with your spirit guides on the other side in the spiritual realm, it's pretty much the same way. So whatever your life purpose is, maybe you are an artist, okay? You will have spirit guides that will come and assist you at certain points in your life. They will help you. So a lot of the time we feel like, we're having these great ideas and we have all this inspiration and things like that, but a lot of times we receive assistance from the other side. So you can have artists who have already done what it is that you're doing, and they can assist you with guidance from the other side. You may not know that. Some people do, some people don't. If you don't know, then I'm here to let you know. You do have spirit guides. So you don't have just angels that assist you. You also have, negative forces that help you on the other side. You have spirit guides. You have a lot of guidance, okay, and support from the other side. But what you need to know is that everything is working for your good. All of your guides help you in a certain way. So, excuse me, when you feel like, you've met an angel in the physical, like, you feel like this person changed your life. Normally, that is a spirit guide because angels are not in a physical form. A lot of angels don't have form, okay? Because there is a vibration that has no form, okay? So, I'll say that. And that's that on that. Okay, let me go back. Let me find our cousin here. Okay, Althea. Hey, Althea. Okay, so let's see. Hey, cousin. Everything is falling apart. I'm struggling to accept it. It's hard. I know, cousin. I'm here. I'm here. It's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to make it through it. But you have to understand that before things come together, a lot of things have to fall apart. And not just externally in this world, but also in our physical life too. So, okay. Thank you, Father, for His Spirit. Althea, I'm hearing something about your diet, what you're eating. You want to make sure that you are eating food that is for your highest good. I feel like there are some things that you do that you can control, but it's going to require some discipline on your part. you you have to take your healing very seriously, because I know a lot of times when we get sick, when we get cancer and things like this happen, we go to the hospital, we want them to give us medication, we want to get on chemo, we want to get all these things, right? But I'm here to let you know, and this is spirit, okay? This is not from me, this is from spirit. I'm here to let you know that there are certain foods that you can start eating to heal you. There are certain herbs that you can start to take that will heal you. Your body heals itself. Okay, just like the woman, okay, our womb, it takes care of itself. We don't have to cleanse it, it just does what it does. Okay, our bodies will heal themselves when they are in the proper environment to heal. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. Okay, you say okay? Okay. So I feel like you have already been having some guidance about some things that you need to stop doing and some things you need to start doing. Is that correct? Out there. Out there. Don't just run to the hospital for your help, okay? Because you're gonna have to do something here in order to get yourself better. You say yes, exactly. It's time. If you want to get better, you're going to have to do your part to get better. And you can do that because there are many people who have healed themselves. And you should start looking into those people. Look online. There's a lot of people, like, this is the information age now. There's no secret. There's a lot of people who have healed themselves from many things, but that's because they took their health seriously. You say you've changed your diet. Yes, your diet and everything, okay? You have to go through a complete transformation. So that means the old way that you used to do things, no more. No more. Because if you don't start taking it serious and you're just like, oh, it's okay, I can eat this sugar. Listen, spirit will tell you to stop eating sugar. I don't eat sugar anymore. I was guided to stop eating sugar. We live in a new world, which means that our bodies they're ascending, okay? Right now, that's why I made the post the other day. This is the rapture. We are ascending right now. So that means that our energy has to raise to a certain level because the vibration of the planet is raising. So that means that things that will lower your vibration, sugar, eating meat, dairy, and all this processed food, and eating out and all that stuff, it's not going to help us. It's not going to help us. So it's time. You say you're fighting to stop eating sugar. Just use a replacement. Okay. So when your health is in a fragile state, then it ain't no fight. It ain't no fight. Either you winning or you giving up. Out there. You're not giving up, okay? So instead of using sugar, use agave. I use agave. They have coconut sugar. There's a lot of alternatives now that you can use. So use agave. Agave is really good. It tastes just like sugar. Don't give up. That's right. You said don't give up. Don't give up. Nope. You just find another way. That's all. That's really all that you're going to do. So it's not saying that you can't have the things that you want. Like if you want chocolate, make it yourself. And that's what we're all going to start doing, I think. It's not just you, it's everybody. Everybody is going to be forced to go back to the way we used to do things. Growing our own food, making our own food, waiting till we get home to eat, eating together at the table. It's going back to that, okay? So if you want something and you know you want some chips or you want some french fries or whatever it is that you want, just make it yourself and use the organic. If you don't have it at home to grow it, then just use the organic. Your lifestyle is going to change. And I see that you are actually going to start gardening. You're going to start doing that. You may even be guided to start planting little things in your kitchen, like having herbs and different things planted in your kitchen or around your house right now. You say you have? Okay, then. That spirit, follow that guidance, girlfriend. Okay? You are going to start doing that. And there's a reason why, because spirit is going to heal you through the plants. You're going to start healing. And you may start killing your plants off at first. You may feel like, oh, I can't keep these plants alive. Why I can't keep my plants alive? Don't give up, okay? But just start a little bit at a time. So don't go out and buy 50 of them. You know, spirit will tell you what to get. If it's just to get a basil plant, just get a basil plant and just work on keeping that one basil plant alive. And this is for everybody. If you want to start gardening or you're being guided to start planting something, just start planting something, because you're going to need to know how to feed your family. And we have to learn how to do that. Okay? We have to. You said, okay, okay. You said, Ken, where you been? I'm here, twin. Where have you been? I'm here, cousin. You said you was about to go to the supermarket and I came on here before doing so. Okay. All right. So before you go to the supermarket, just pick up, they have those little plants, just pick up one. Pick up one, get you a little, hey, water bottle. Yeah, just pick you up a little plant and just put it in your kitchen, put it in your windowsill. Back in the day, like the grandmothers, they didn't have a lot of space back then. They didn't even have big houses. But what they would do is they would plant around their house. So all around their house, they would have everything that they need. They would have their basil, they would have their food, they would have everything. Hey, cousin. Look, all our cousins coming in. Hey, y'all. Y'all ask me questions if y'all have any questions. Okay. If y'all have any questions, I'm here to answer any questions that you have. Any advice, any guidance that you need from Spirit, y'all let me know. Because I know, it's a tough time right now, but I'm talking to Athena because she just asked me a question. You said you started your rosemary plant and it died on you. Cousin, don't give up. I told you, don't give up, though. You gonna be fine, okay? So, it can be discouraging because I'm telling you, I struggle too. I struggle too. You see these plants back here? I struggle. That's why I don't want a lot of plants. I don't. I can't take it because I did it one time. I went out and bought a whole bunch of plants. I had almost 30 plants, cousin. And I was just like, oh, I'm just going to keep all these plants alive. That was the worst thing I ever did. They started dying one by one by one by one. I said, oh my God. But see, what I learned is that with plants, they are their own life. Okay. They are their own species. Okay. So we have to learn how to connect to them. And a lot of times we want to use them for what they can do for us. But the attitude that we really have to take on is, how can I help you? How can I keep you alive? Because they're supposed to be in nature. So when we bring them in our house, then we have to be responsible for keeping them alive so we can nurture them and keep them alive. I was thinking like, oh, I want to have these plants. This one is cute. I was just picking out the cute plants and doing all this other stuff. It's like, no, no. You say, oh my God, I first found you on YouTube and thought I lost you forever. You didn't lose me forever, Kevin. I know. I know. I've been gone for a minute. But actually, I've been back for a few months, cousin. Y'all make sure y'all follow me. Follow me on TikTok. If y'all on YouTube, follow me. Y'all keep in contact with me. You said you feeling called to do so. Yes, yes. Hey, cousin. You said we love you. I love y'all too. I love y'all too. I'm still here. And just because y'all don't see no cars, listen, I can still answer your questions. So drop your questions, okay? Any question you have, it don't matter. I'll answer it. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what it is. Because I thank you. Thank you. Yes, cars are just like, training wheels. And then we evolve past that. And then we, do the work on ourselves and heal ourselves. And then I can give you the answers, which I could always do that. I always could do that. Even when I used to read tarot cards, I still was given messages. And sometimes I wouldn't even look at the cards. But we get so used to having those tools. And a lot of us came into the spiritual path or came on the spiritual path using tarot cards, and now it's just time for us to disconnect from that, or it is for me, disconnecting from that and connecting to the source without that. Okay, using our senses without relying on the pictures. It's just like reading a picture book, right? You read a picture book when you're in a certain grade, and then you grow up and you don't need the picture book anymore. Then you just have a bunch of words. So it's just evolving, that's all. But it's a gift that I have to be able to interpret and to be able to give you messages. So that's just what it is. Okay, can I work on myself and stay in your relationship? Okay, Jay, what's your first name? What's your first name, cousin? I'm getting ready to tell you something, but I think you already know the answer. Hey, cousin. Oh, you said evolving. That's what it is, cousin. Yep. You say you love the tools. Listen, I miss them. I miss them, cousin. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I do. But spirit has guided me to evolve. A lot of times, it's how spirit works. It's just like you don't really have a choice when it's your time. Julian. Okay, Julian, let's see. So, listen, I ain't gonna tell you everything that I've been hearing, but I think you already know that, the situation that you in is not really helping you to grow. It's not helping you to grow. It's not. I think you're staying in the relationship, or this is what I'm hearing. You're staying in the relationship because you're just used to being with this person. You want to be with this person, but this person is not helping you to grow. So you have conflict. There's conflict between you and this person. And we have free will to choose, okay? We all have free will to choose. But when it becomes unbearable, that's how you know your soul is sending you a signal that it's time to move. It's no longer about what you want to do. It's your soul. Because when the soul ain't happy, I always tell y'all, when the soul ain't happy, ain't nobody gonna be happy. So our soul is our GPS. So you'll start to get signals at first. Then you'll start to get messages. Then you'll start to get warnings. And then it will be so hard for you to stay with that person that it's just like, I gotta do something, but I just don't know what to do. That's how you know it's time to go. Because I believe that relationships expire. They just do. Most people will be in more than one relationship in their lifetime. Most of us will. Okay. I know we have this dream or this fantasy in our head that we're going to be with one person forever and it's going to be perfect and they're going to be fine and you're going to be fine and everything going to be fine. But that ain't how it works. Okay. We learn from each other and we have to grow. And when you've outgrown a relationship, meaning that that person no longer serves a purpose, then it's time to release them. And it doesn't matter if you marry them, because a lot of times we can marry a person and we chose to marry that person, but that may not be the person that is going to help you to get to your next level. So if you want to stay, you can, but I think you already know what to do. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. I think you already know what to do. Okay. You just let me know if I'm right or wrong. But, you know, I think it's difficult for you to make a decision because of the challenges that you face. But trust me, I've had to do it. I was in a 15-year relationship. I told all of you this, and it was very difficult for me to leave that relationship and have children and just be graduated from college and be working on a job and all that. I had never been by myself. My whole 20s I was in a relationship, so I never was by myself. So when I was guided to leave that relationship, that was difficult for me to do. But there would be no Can Be the Light. Now, my cousins, y'all know me here on YouTube. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. You said I'm right? Okay. Okay. You know what to do. We always know what to do, cousin. And it's okay. If you don't do it, the only thing you'll do is repeat a cycle. And the more you repeat the same cycle, your soul gets frustrated with you because it's like, we need to go, And that's where that frustration comes from. But it's not just in relationships. It's the same way on a job. Hey, cousin. It's the same way on a job. When you're on a job and you know that job is getting on your nerve and you're like, oh my God, I need to do something. You said definitely, yes. you know that you need to do something, but you're just like, I don't know what to do. So you just don't do anything. So you stay another year, and then you stay another year. And then by the time you stay for 10 years, you're just like, ugh, I'm just gonna do it. You just know the job like the back of your hand. There's no challenge, there's no nothing. We need challenge. And a lot of times we don't want it, but we do need challenge. And we need to always be starting at the bottom and starting over again, mastering something and going back to the bottom and starting something new. We have to do that. That's the cycle of life for us. So if we stay in one relationship, then we can't learn everything from that one person. So once we've learned from that person, not about them, it has nothing to do with them, it has everything to do with us. What do you want in a relationship? What did you do that you could have done differently? How did you allow this person to treat you? Why did you allow them to do that? You start to, go within, and then you go on. That's it. You said literally been on your job for 10 years. It's time for you to let go of a lot of stuff. I'm letting you know that right now. I'm letting you know that right now. It's time for you to let go of a lot of stuff. And listen, this new phase right here, this eclipse energy, it's going to be so hard for you to stay. That's what I'm telling you all. This year, it's going to be so challenging. You said, I'm there with my job 7 years and no challenges anymore. If it's not challenging you, then you're not growing. And we're here to evolve as souls. So if your soul is not evolving, then you will be frustrated in your physical body. Your body will start to feel like, I need to do something else. But you're like, I don't know what to do. Well, this is what I say. Set a date. Set a date. You said, oh, I'm feeling it for sure. Yes. And this year, everybody's going to feel it real bad, real bad. Like if you don't move, you will. And for a lot of you women working hard, you've been working hard for a long time. Listen, I'll be right here when you're done. Because those days are over, and spirit will start to move some things around in your life, in your body, in your relationships until you stop, because it's time for us to get into our position. The men are going to rise up and lead. The women are going to go back home and going to be healing, working on ourselves, and raising the vibration of the planet from a nurturing place. But we can't nurture humanity if we're not nurturing to ourselves. And working every day, all the time, puts us in a masculine energy. If we're always thinking and making decisions, that makes us masculine. You don't have to be rich to quit your job. I was not rich when I quit my job. I actually stopped working on a job before I even had any extra money coming in, because that's how spirit works. You take one step, do it when you know you're guided to, plan your escape. That's what I say. So if you know you want to leave, then set a date. It could be for this time next year. Set this date for this time next year, and then you start to do things that will put you in a position where you need to be. You say you haven't had a job longer than 3 years. Yeah, because I told you we have those 3 year cycles. Every 3 years, you should be changing. Every birthday, every year, you're going to be changing, anyway. But every 3 years, you're going to go through a drastic change. Something drastic is going to happen. And a lot of times we don't want that to happen. We want things to stay the same. But realistically, that is not how life works. And it's time for us to know that. And that's the reason why there's so many guides, there's so much assistance coming from the angelic realm to give us this information, because as humans, we just keep doing this. Doop, 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 doop. Okay? Loop de loop. Here we go, loop de loop. That's what we keep doing. And so God is like, listen, y'all need some help, but you're scared of your help on the other side. Most people scared of the help. You got tricked out of your help on the other side. So you don't want to connect to your guides. And your guides can't send you messages because you're not picking it up. You're working hard. You're thinking that you have to do everything on your own. Whole time, I'm here to tell you, you don't. You don't. There is an inheritance that is waiting for you. And I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what you believe. I don't care what color you are. As a human being, all you have to do is just be. But what are you being? What is your energy giving to us as a collective? Are you in fear? Are you, angry? Are you frustrated inside? That is why we do the inner work, because that is where we need to heal. Making money does not change that. So this is the reason why you have a lot of people with a lot of money, but their energy is still pulling us down because they're not working on themselves. We have to work on ourselves. That's just how it goes. You said, right? I feel like you're running on autopilot. Exactly. And that's where the AI comes in. Because it's like, okay, well, humans are just running on autopilot anyway. So we might as well just get some robots to replace them. And that's a fact. But when you start to connect to spirit, it's like you become color. Instead of you being black and white, you become colorful. And now you're creative. Now you're innovative. Now you're thinking about different things that you can do. And you're not thinking about business as making money like they did in the old world. You're thinking about business as service. You're thinking about business as, how can I help people? Because you have many things that you can do to help somebody. And you do, but you just don't have the time. That is wealth. That is your riches. It's your time. So if a person has a lot of time, they are actually the ones that are wealthy. So the ones that have a lot of money, they've bought their time. Okay. But then there are those who don't necessarily need a lot of money. They just have the time because they're connected to source. So, a lot of the prophets and, the people in the Bible and stuff like that, they weren't wealthy and rich. They were just spiritually connected. And so spirit took care of them because they were connected. So a lot of us are spiritually disconnected. I'm going to say us because we're a collective, even though I am not. Okay. I stopped working 3 years ago when I got that call. When spirit calls and says you need to do certain things, you either do them or you don't. If you don't do them, then you're going to have to be a slave working all the time and you're going to be frustrated. And it doesn't matter if you have a business. It doesn't matter if you make $1 million. Don't believe the hype. I promise you, there's a lot of miserable people who have a lot of money and they were the designer, they feel good about the external things that they have, but internally it's just a shell. So they're on autopilot too. But they believe that they're successful because the world says that if you have a lot of money that you're successful, and that's not true. Because I know when you get spiritually connected to the source will take everything from you so that you will know that you're valuable regardless if you have $1, $2, 2,000, 200,000, 2,000,000, 2,000,000,000. You're valuable regardless of how many zeros you put behind that number. Okay? Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. You say you look good. Thank you, cousin. Thank you. So that's the lesson, is learning that we are valuable regardless. Now, money is a part of the system now. It is now, but we all know that it won't be in the future. It's not worth anything right now. It's not worth anything right now. So don't base your worth and value off of money, and don't make decisions based off of money, because a lot of people are not leaving their jobs and not doing the things that spirit is guiding them to do because of money. So then that is your God. Because if spirit says, like to me, spirit told me to let go of the YouTube channel, which all y'all know me from YouTube, right? But I was guided to stop recording and work on myself. And so I did that for 3 years. And I lost all this weight and you see, I look different, but that's because I just started working on myself. I didn't go find a job or no. I've been right here, literally right here, working on myself. And that's what spirit is going to guide you to do. When you stop working hard, then you have all of the time to get yourself together so that you can get spiritually connected. That's what life is about. Life is not about working hard, but that's what we've been conditioned to believe, that we're not valuable unless we work hard. And men too. A lot of men feel like they're not valuable unless they're a provider doing something. You can't do nothing without spirit. You can't even think. You can't, there's nothing we can do without source. So it would be best if we just connect to source, get our energy right, and then do what we're guided to do. Some days you might not even be guided to do anything. Like some days, like for multiple days at a time, I could be guided to just relax. Literally put my feet up because our feet are portals. If you're always standing on your feet all the time, then that's a blockage. And that's for everybody. And this is the reason why we go to sleep at night. But some people are not going to sleep at night. We're up scrolling, working, especially if you have a business. You know, if you have a business, baby, you can work all night and not even think twice, not even blink. But when you go to sleep, I'm telling y'all something. When you go to sleep at night, you actually are going into the angelic realm. You're going into the spirit realm, which is the real world. It's the real world. When you're here in this reality here, then it's like being in a dream, but you control it, like a what they call a lucid dream. So you can control it, but you don't know that. You feel like this is reality, but it's not reality. Because after this story ends, then you're going to go back to reality, back to the spirit realm. So when you spend your time in the spirit realm, when you get your sleep at night, you're working. You're doing things when you go to sleep at night. We all are. We You're not just going to sleep at night and then waking up in the morning and that's it. No. Your higher self is there. The part of you that is perfectly connected to source already exists. But when you wake up, you're in this lower dimension. You're in this realm. You believe that this is all that it is because this is all that you see. But it's not. So we learn on the spiritual path by divine guidance how to see what we don't see, how to hear what we don't hear, how to feel what we can't see, but we feel it. So we use our senses that are outside of what we see. But you can't do that if you're working hard. So that's why we're being guided to stop doing that. That's why everybody this year is going to stop working hard, whether you like it or not. People are losing all kind of things going on. And it's like, it's not a punishment. We may look at it like, it's a punishment. Like we're going through all of these these tragic things, but it just has to happen because if spirit keeps guiding you to do something, you don't do it. You only can do that for so long. You said you also know when to go through a spiritual awakening. We are so high vibe that we need to. Oh, these messages disappear. We need to do more than humans. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, that's so true, Zen. That is so true. So y'all let me know if y'all have any questions. Hey cousin. Hey, I'm glad that y'all here. Okay. I'm so glad that you're here. And y'all let me know if y'all need to know anything. Let me see, what time is it? Y'all got any questions? Don't be shy. Don't nobody know who you are. So, don't tell me all your business. Cause I gotta tell you. That's what I used to tell people when I did readings. Like, don't tell me everything, because I want to tell you what the message is. So if you have any questions, then just ask me and I'll answer your question. Hey cousin. Thank you. Thank you for the flower. Thank you for the flowers. So, okay, so let's talk about spiritual connection. So, while we're on the topic, you said, what do you need to do? What do you need to do in regards to what? About your job? Because this is how I see it. Life breaks down into three categories. So, it would be personal development, relationships, finances, and career. It would be one of those. How can you reconnect the spirit? Okay, your law, what's your first name? Oh, life. Okay, water bottle. I got you. Let's see. So, water bottle. You so funny. You funny, water bottle, because Listen, you hard headed, and that's what I heard. You hard headed. Kai. Okay, I'll come back to you, Kai. So I feel like a lot of things you already know you need to do. You're highly intuitive. That's why I'm laughing, because you are very intuitive. You get a lot of messages, you get a lot of synchronicities, you get a lot of spirit guiding you. You get a lot, you may even watch like tarot or spiritual guides, or religious leaders, or you have guidance. You have a lot of guidance. I feel like you said all your life. Yes, yes. You are highly intuitive. I think you sleep on yourself though. I think you doubt yourself, and that's your blockage. You don't have blockages. It's just you not believing in what it is that you're hearing. You're like, is this right? Is this wrong? I don't know. Should I do this? You are right on point. You know exactly what to do. And the reason why I'm laughing, because listen, spirit doesn't take us as serious as we take ourselves. So I feel like when it comes to like your guides, they just watch you. Okay, not don't get freaked out. Okay, because we're all being watched. Okay, no surprise, big surprise, everybody's being watched all the time. Okay, but I feel like your guides are waiting for you to make a move, but you don't make a move. You don't, because you think too much. You overthink it because you're here to do something, and then you think about, okay, what about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? And then you talk yourself out of doing the things that you need to do. Okay, don't give me the cry faces. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Okay, because you know what you should do. You say you're an overthinker too. Okay, okay. Listen, that's your blockage right there. It's you. You're thinking too much about it. So this is what you do. You say you're a huge overthinker your whole life. Water bottle, girl. You got to chill. You got to chill, because if you don't, you're going to be stuck. You're not going to be able to move. And like I told you, your soul, that aspect of you that has lived before you and will live after you, your guidance, it will begin to make you feel very frustrated, because you have a great purpose and you know it. It's like you know that you're supposed to be greater than where you are now. You know it. You don't know how you're going to get there. You're thinking about the ins, the outs, houses. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about all the details, but that's not for you to think about. So we have our lane as humans. Okay, there's certain steps that we can take, but our step is like this big, because once you take a step, then spirit goes boom and take a bigger step and make things happen. So say if like you've been guided to start a channel, a YouTube channel, or start your TikTok or something like that. If you start thinking about, well, I need this camera, I need this, I need that, I need that, and then you look up next year, you still haven't started the thing, because you're thinking about everything that you need and you didn't talk yourself out of it. Instead, just start it. You're thinking about the name. What the name? What am I gonna name it? I don't know. I gotta think about that name. It don't matter. Name it Kentucky Fried Chicken. You said that's you? Okay. It don't matter. You said you really want to go to nail school. Okay, water bottle. If you want to go to nail school, you're going to nail school. I'm telling you right now, you're going to go. Okay. So as a spirit guide, I can tell you that you're going to go because I know you're going to go. I'm letting you know you're going to do it. You already know what you need to do. So when you ask me, Ken, what should I do with my life? Didn't I just tell you you knew what to do? Because when spirit speaks to us, it always sounds like a suggestion. I think I want to start making dinners and selling those dinners. Yeah, I make these cakes real good. I think I want to start selling these. Spirit is telling you this. It comes to you like an idea. And I told you, your guides will also send you the same synchronicities. And then you'll get it over and over again. And then you'll start to see the numbers. And then you'll start to see the clues. And then you start to see all these things. And it's like, you'll go by school and see the name, Nail Tech School. It's right there. But you have to be the one to say, okay, let me pick up the phone and call and see what I need to do to get enrolled. That's going to be your first step. Okay? Listen to me, water bottle. Next time I come on this live, I'm remember your name. I remember you. When I come back on this live, I want to hear that you called them. You say you get so many ideas all the time and you're afraid. That's your blockage. It's not that God is blocking you. It's not that the world is cruel. It's not none of that stuff, because then you'll start to think like that. You'll start to think that it's the exterior things, and it's not. I'm here to let you know it's you. And I'm your cousin. I love you. So I got to keep it 1,000. You know I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I got to. You laughing at me. I'm serious. You said that's you too? I'm telling you. So by this time next week, you need to call that school, because there's a school already in your neighborhood somewhere close by. Call them. You said guilty. Call them and see what you need to do to get enrolled. Get your pen and your paper out. That's one step. That's actually the hardest step. The hardest step is the first step. After you take that first step, you're good. It's all on. It's uphill from there. So get that done. You said we got this. Yes, y'all do. All of you procrastinators. Look, I'm wagging my finger at ya. Okay. So water bottle. Okay, that's what you need to do. Okay, that's from spirit. It's not from me. Get your pen and paper out. Call that school. Okay, there's a school that you already have in mind. Call them. See what you need to do to get started. Once they tell you what to do to get started, don't think about how much money it's going to take. Listen, instead of thinking about what's going to happen is going to go wrong, think about how you're going to make this happen. That's life. That is life. We are always trying to figure it out. We're maneuvering through this thing. So when you know, okay, I'm going to do this, and then you get a blockage, because you're going to get a blockage. It's not going to be easy. It's like playing a game. There's no game that you're going to just go through and just win every level. No, you got to get bumped down a few times. You got to get blockages. You got to, all this thing has to happen. But that is how you overcome. You see what I'm saying? So once you get that first step, take it. Take it. Because listen, this new energy is going to push you forward. Whatever it is that y'all want to do, whatever it is that you put one foot forward to do, make the call, write the thing, whatever it is that you do is going to push you forward. And then you're going to be like, dang, I should have did that a long time ago. You said, yes, ma'am. Thank you, cousin. You're welcome. Look, I got my good eye on you too. I want to hear some good news. I want to hear some good news, because that's what I like. I like progression. I like when I see things moving forward. I like when I see people moving forward, my children, my family. I love it. I'm the one that's going to be in your corner like, yeah, okay? Just imagine me, yeah. Whatever it is you want to do, yeah. You did that, okay? I'm the one. Yes. Yes. You got it. Just take the first step, because spirit's going to do the rest. But if you don't take a step, you're done. Don't blame it on the mean devil. Don't blame it on no dark forces. Don't blame. Listen, we passed that now. Okay, that's elementary school. We out of elementary school. Okay. Yes, there are negative forces, but we have to understand their role. I just told you the blockages have to be there for now. So they're here only to challenge us. Just like when you go to the gym, you have to be challenged. If you keep doing the same exercises all the time, then that's no challenge and you don't get the result. So then you have to bump up the challenge. You have to bump it up. You have to keep bumping it up so that you can continue to move forward. Okay. Okay. So there you go. I got you. Okay. So you said, how can you get over your family hurting you? Okay. What's your first name, Kai? There was somebody else who asked a question. Kai. How what's your first name? You say I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to everybody, because look, we're all connected. We're all one. So these messages are not just for no one person. They're for everybody listening, because we're one with spirit. There's only one spirit. So, uh-oh. Dang. Kai, there you are. Kai asked the question, how can you reconnect the spirit? Okay. Okay, I got Kai asks, how can you reconnect the spirit? high. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I just feel hurt. I'm feeling emotional. I feel hurt. And I feel like, almost like, you know how, like when we was growing up, they would always say, like, don't ask God questions. You got a lot of questions for God. You got a lot of questions for God. And I don't think you have a lot of answers. And that is what's keeping you disconnected from spirit, because you may have grew up believing that you're not supposed to ask God questions, that whatever happens to you, you're just supposed to endure it, that this is just the way that it is. That's a partial truth. That's a half truth. There's nothing you can do about what has happened, but there are always answers as to why they happen. That's where you get your closure. Kyle, are you still in here? That's where you get your answer. As you're speaking to Kyle, I'm listening. I told this is for everybody. These messages are for everybody. Okay, you're right here. Okay, so just let me know. Let me know. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of resentment and there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain for you, cousin. And it's because you don't have closure. There's a lot of things, like doors open, like a lot of things that just haven't set well with you about life. And listen, God is not just going to punish you. You're not going to go through one thing by yourself. Everybody goes through the same thing. I promise you. Whatever you've been through in your life, there are thousands of people who have been through the same thing, but you just don't know it. You don't know it. All you know is your experience. But what I'm telling you is that, listen, we're all connected and everything happens for our good. It doesn't make sense at the time, especially when it's traumatic, when it's so hard, when it's so hard to understand, how could this happen to me? It's hard. It's hard. But just know that you are loved. You are loved. Like I'm hearing, like dearly, dearly. But I don't think you believe that. I don't think you believe that. You don't believe that. Like inside, you say, I know God loves me. I know that I'm loved. But then the way life makes you feel is like you're not loved. But you are. You are. The God that we were raised to believe in, the God of, this good God. Listen, we have to understand the character of God, the all, the spirit of all. It's more like a very disciplined, strict father. You say you do have a hard time accepting the love from people. Thank you for this. You're welcome. You're welcome. Your heart is just, it's closed. It's closed. It's like you do want to be loved, but you won't let nobody love you. You do want, you have this idea about being loved, but you won't accept it. You won't. You just won't. You won't. You won't. I don't even think you let people get close enough. You might not even let people get close enough. You the type, you be like, you looking at everybody like, when you gonna come out with that hammer? I know you got the hammer behind your back. You're looking at everybody sus, like, But, it keeps you blocked in. And it keeps spirit from connecting to you, because listen, the Christ consciousness is in the heart. This is how we ascend. You said LOL, definitely second guess. I know. I know. I used to be like that too. Listen, I'm the type, I don't even let my phone ring. I don't need nobody calling my phone. I don't need a bunch of friends. I don't need no company. I don't need much or nothing. Okay? But that's because of my experience. So I know where you're coming from. But I'm here to let you know that if you do want love, you're going to have to climb over that hurdle of being hurt. And it's tough because I feel like you've been betrayed a lot. You've been betrayed a lot. You've been let down a lot. And in a way, you feel like you're in a world by yourself. Like you're by yourself, but you're not. We are never alone. You're never alone. And I know you're probably thinking like, well, if I have guides and angels and I have all this support, why they didn't jump in and help me? Because there's certain things that we must experience to grow. Remember, I told you we need the challenges. And if you have a great amount of challenges and pressure, then you have a greater purpose. That's why. That's how. That's that's what you need in order for you to be able to have the strength to do what you're supposed to do because you're a leader. Okay? So if you don't have a lot of close connections, it's because leaders are at the front of the line. Everybody behind the leader is looking towards the leader, but the leader doesn't have anybody in front of them. And that's who you are. A lot of people will come to you for support, and you're like, look, why do I have to help every dang on body? Why does everybody keep coming? Don't y'all think I need some help? But your help comes from spirit. You learn how to connect to spirit because you don't have anybody else here that's able to relate to you, that's able to connect to you, or any of those things. So then you go within. And it's okay for you to spend your silent time alone, but while you're alone, just make sure that you are praying for the support and the help you need. So now that you know that you have blockages in your heart, you pray and you ask spirit, you ask God, you ask your creator who created you, help me to remove these blockages because I do want love. And I do want to feel the love from you because the love that you need is only going to come from source. When that love is enough for us, then we will get love from others. But you have a great purpose. And I'm going to tell you, ain't no way in the world that the creator is going to let you fall in love with the people and the things here on this planet before you accept the love that the creator has for you first. Because you got to be like this with spirit to know that you are on your path and it's just you and spirit rolling like this, and you are going to be the one that are going to help a lot of people. You're going to help a lot of people. You said, why am I crying? Because this message is for you. It's for everybody. It's for every single soul here. It's for you. You don't get to connect to people, places, and things here because we have to know that our purpose is great. It's great. But you have to be conditioned. You have to be in shape. You have to heal. You have to you have to qualify. Because even though I tell you you have this great inheritance that's waiting for you, you still have to do it. You have to do the work to get there. You see what I'm saying? If you have a company, just think about it. You have a company, right? You're rich and you're famous and successful. You have children, right? But you got one child that's over here partying all the time, hanging out, having the sex with all these different crazy kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't listening to you, doing whatever it is that they want to do. But you got all of this that you want to leave to them. It's like, I want to give you all of this because, of course, it's yours, you know? But if you don't get in alignment, I can't leave this inheritance to you because you're just going to blow it off. And that's what is going to happen if we don't get in alignment. So then you have another child that's going to school, doing what they need to do and, all those things. And you're like, okay, well, I'll just leave it to these children. That's the great divide right now. You say you need a personal reading, take my money. I don't do personal reads no more. Liz, I don't care how much y'all pay me. I don't care. I've already been down that road, cousin. I don't now. I do one-on-ones. I do one-on-ones, but I only take 2 women a month, and then I do a 30-day extended session where I'm actually checking in with you the whole 30 days. You have access to me for 30 days. But listen, that's 3 people a month. So I do 2 personals and 1 extended day access. That's it. I have done thousands and thousands and thousands of readings, And I can't do that. But if you join the spiritual alignment class, y'all can join our private group and you can drop your questions in there because I'm always in there. Y'all know if y'all in our private community, listen, drop your questions in there and I will respond. Those messages come straight to my phone because Spirit has given me a special assignment to work with the women in the spiritual alignment class. Special assignment, which means that they get a lot of my attention. So when you don't see me here on TikTok or you don't see me on YouTube, I'm always in the private community. That's why I tell y'all to join the spiritual alignment class. But there is work to do. There is work to do. I have been given assignments to give to you, and it's a 4-week commitment to yourself. Okay, so for 4 weeks, you will receive your assignments every Sunday. And it's really just teaching you how to be disciplined, how to be more consistent, how to become spiritually connected, like you said. You said rest in peace, OJ Simpson. What? OJ? The OJ passed? Dang. You say you saw this live for a reason. Yes, you did. Yep. You said you never seen you never seen me before. That's spirit. That's spirit. That's how it goes. You said, yeah, he passed. Wow. Wow. Well, we all gonna pass. I'm not surprised when people pass because we're all gonna go. It's just what will you do before you go? What are you going to do before you go? What are you going to contribute to the greater good of this planet before you go? Will you be remembered? Because many, many thousands and millions of people leave this planet and nobody even remembers who they are. You said in that dream, I clearly heard. Hold on. Hold on, cousin. Let me go back. Oh, here you go. In that dream, I clearly heard unblock the heart, so I moved on to the heart chakra. Any insight? Yes. Okay, so listen, when you're dealing with matters of the heart, this is the reason why, too, it's important to take time off from work because it's not something that happens like instantly. You know, you have to go through this cycle of healing. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you are in a peaceful environment. When you're doing your healing work, First Spirit will guide you to a peaceful environment. Even if that's going outside for a few minutes, if it's going to your room, I don't care if you got to go to the bathroom, you got to sit in the car, even though I don't suggest meditating in the car because most cars are electric. Don't mess up the car meditating in the car. But when it comes to dealing with the heart chakra, spirit will start to reveal to you what it is that you need to release. Okay. As you start to be more intentional about healing, things will start to come up. So you'll start to have memories of things that happened in your past. You will start to have feelings. You'll start to have these emotions come up. And it's not so that you can run. Don't run. Don't get upset. And that's the number one thing that you want to learn on this path. Don't get mad, okay? You always want to transmute the energy with love and understanding. Love is understanding. So you're going to start to love yourself and love others. So that means no matter who was involved, whatever happened, you're going to choose love. And you're going to make a decision to do that. When you start to go through the heart chakra, then that means that you're going to choose love, even if it hurts you. Because love doesn't always feel good. When God Listen, God will chastise us and it don't feel good, but it don't mean God don't love us. But it has to sometimes sting sometimes for us to get the lesson. So once you start to deal with your heart chakra, the things that are going on in your heart, cousin, slow down as much as you can. If you got to go to work, then go to work. Once you get off from work, that's your time. That's going to be your time. Get your journal, because as you journal, you're going to be writing out different things that are going to come up. And ask for guidance. Always ask spirit to guide you. What do you need to know? What do you need to do? Okay. And then basically all you're going to do is get a higher perspective about what happened. So say if you were abused as a child. If you were abused as a child, there are many people who were abused as a child. Then you can hold on to that pain because you feel like You didn't deserve that, and you didn't deserve that. You're absolutely right about how you feel. So your feelings are valid, but you want to release it, because if you don't, then you're going to start abusing yourself. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. When they are abused as children, the abuse is over and has been over for years, but a lot of people will still abuse themselves with drugs, alcohol. They'll allow other people to abuse them because they feel like that's what they deserve. Internally, that's what they believe. On the outside and in their mind, they'll say, "No, I don't deserve this, or I deserve better." But energetically, that's not the case, because what you allow to happen to you is more abuse. What you do to yourself is more abuse. Okay. So when you start to do your healing work, then spirit will start to bring up those feelings. And some people have these feelings all the time, but they want to suppress them. They don't want to feel them. They want to feel them. So they start to drink, they start to smoke, they start, partying and kicking and everything else. So they don't have to feel it. But once you are ready to face this dark force, okay, we don't run from dark forces. You face them, okay? Because the last time I checked, Yahshua was casting out dark forces. But you have to have the power to do that. And only spirit can connect you with the power so you can do it. But you have to sit there in it. And it's not easy. But you feel it, you cry, you have your moment, you write down how you felt, you write down everything. Hold on, cousin. Everything that you need to release, write it down, okay? And then you write a letter. And you write a letter if it was a person who abused you. If you want to write a letter to God about how you feel about what happened to you, whatever it is, just release all of your feelings about how you felt about what happened to you in your life. And you're going to take that letter and you're going to burn it, okay? And make the decision that once you burn that letter, that energy is gone. You have the power to do this. I'm telling you, you do. But if you say, I can't let this go, I cannot, this was wrong, I need to keep this energy alive, then guess what it's going to do? Haunt you. That's what dark forces do until you remove them. They haunt you. And it's not wrong. It's just so that you can know your power. That's what dark forces do. They teach us our power because we're supposed to do greater works. But how can you do greater works if you're running? If you're suppressing the feeling? So whatever it is that you've been through, or whatever it is, you just release whatever it is that's on your heart. Write it down. If you got a grill outside, burn it on the grill. Yep. Oh, you said please plug up my tablet. This is too good to lose me today. I got it plugged up today, cousin. I'm plugged in. So you said that's all you've been doing. Yes. Good, good, good. So write it down. Burn it. And you're going to take the power back, because after you burn, watch it burn. All of it. Okay? Every memory, every feeling, all of it. It's gone. Okay? You say you most definitely plugged in. Yes, I am. I'm telling you, this ain't me. This is spirit. I'm telling you. Burn that stuff up and it's done. It could be done just like that. Whatever you've been through in your past, in your life, whatever. Because guess what? In reality, it's not happening right now. It's already over. It's not happening anymore. You're just holding on to the memory and the feeling and how you feel. Once you control your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs, then you can heal from anything. And so, this is how you cleanse your heart. You're going to get a new perspective. Then Spirit is going to tell you why that happened. And it's up to you to accept it. We don't always want to accept it because we want to hold on to the pain. We don't want to accept that. No, no, no. But when Spirit tells you this is why this happened to you, your life purpose could be connected to children that have been abused, and you need to feel the abuse. It's different to go to school and learn how to be a teacher and help children. When Spirit teaches us and when we're prepared for our life purpose, we actually have to be in the thing. It's like going to school and being in class. So whatever it is that you've been through, 9 times out of 10, that thing is going to be your connected to your purpose while you're here. Who better to help abused children than a person who was abused as a child? Who better to do that? But a lot of people, once the abuse is over, they don't even want to deal with it. They say, nope, I don't want to deal with that. That's over. But there are children who are being abused right now. As we are on this live and we're hurting and dealing with things we're dealing with, there are helpless children in the world right now that are being abused at the hands of adults that are not healed. They're going through it right now. There are children in the foster system right now that wish that somebody would just come and save them from their situation. And when we don't heal, it's not just about us not healing because we want to live these great lives. There are children and helpless people that are connected to your healing. So it's not just about you. So this is what Spirit told me. It can't be about you. Because I've been through a lot. And my mother and my father have been through even more than me. And our grandparents and great grandparents, they've been through more than us. And we carry that with us. But who in the family is going to decide to heal? It's not an easy path. The spiritual path is not for everybody. But I believe the one that chooses the spiritual path, those are the 144. That's a complete family, Christ, body of Christ. They're not religious people. They're not connected to anything in this world. They're connected to the source. And they put aside how they feel and they do what they're guided to do no matter how they feel. They deny their self. So that's where we're headed. We're all either going to raise the planet or we're going to lower the planet down. People who choose not to heal, it's not just about you. You say you need a lot of healing. We all do. Everybody does. Join us in spiritual alignment class, okay? Join us. I want to see you ladies in spiritual alignment class because I only come on live every so often. I know I don't come on here that often. But for the ladies that are connected to the spiritual alignment class, you'll have the tools that you need. Because a lot of people want to heal, but you don't know what to do. Excuse me, it's like, where do I go? How do I get started? You know now. You know now. You know. You do know. And I'm here for you. You're not alone. You've never been alone. The whole time. Even when you've been through your darkest days, you weren't alone then. There's no way that the all, your creator, can leave you alone. Would you leave your child? I wouldn't leave my child. No matter what they do. I'll let them go and do whatever they're going to do. Like my son, my oldest son. He want to go out in the world, do whatever he want to do. Go ahead. I love him though. Look, he got mail coming to my house. He can always call me. But he knows my energy. He knows that I don't allow certain things. I'm not doing certain things. I'm not going for certain things. That's how God is. If you want to do whatever you want to do, go ahead. Whenever you're ready to get it right, then you have support. You have support. Yes, solitude is so important. That's our way, other than fasting, that is our way to send the signal to spirit that we're ready. We're ready. Because until then, we'll always say, oh no, I can't live without that. I gotta have my macaroni and cheese. I used to say, I gotta have my fried chicken. I gotta have it. I got to have it. I used to be like that. Now I'm like, take whatever you want. I don't care. Take it. You want my left toe? Take that too. Take whatever you want. Because I'd rather be without it than to be without spirit. I know what it's like to be lost in the world. I know what it's like to be spiritually disconnected and be crying in my car and want to know what's going on with my life. I don't know what to do. I've been there. I have been there. And I don't ever want to go back to that place. I like that when I need answers, I can get answers quick like this. Just like how I'm giving y'all answers. Not only do I get answers for me, but I get answers for y'all too. I would rather be here. But the temple has to be right. You see what I'm saying? Spirit gotta say you gotta make sure your temple is right. And even though the world say, "No, you can have that sex. Go ahead and have that sex. Go ahead and drink that liquor. Go and do that." Listen, I used to do all that stuff. I did. Listen, that's normal. That was normal for people where I'm coming from. Like, that's normal. Excuse me, girls. Yeah, I know we got glossed up now. Okay. But it was normal to live how everybody else is living. And when you stop living like that, everybody gonna call you crazy. Everybody gonna think something wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. But I promise you they'll come running for help. They gonna come running for help. They gonna talk crazy about you behind your back. But they gonna come running to you for help. I promise you. Yeah. You okay? So it's all right. Everybody, we gonna be all right. All right, y'all got any questions? What time is it? Let me see. I don't even know what time it is. What time it is? See, look at my ghetto coming out. What time it is? Y'all on YouTube, y'all quiet. Y'all just listening to Spirit. That's Spirit. Okay, 11:53. Okay. So we got a few more minutes. Can you give me advice about your family? Okay, what's your first name? What's your first name, cousin? Ooh. Okay. What is it? Is it Kat? Don't let me get it wrong. I see it here. Kenderia? Kenderia? I know it's something like Kendra. Kendria. Kendria. Yeah. Is it Kendria? I'm so bad with names. Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. So Kendria, I feel like you are being called to separate from your family, and it's hard for you to do. I feel like you know how they say that there's one chosen one in the family. You're the one. You're the one. No matter how you try to fit in, no matter how you try to get along with folks in your family, it's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be something. I'm letting you know that right now. But it's not you. Okay? It's not you. And that's something that you have to know. You have to know that when you're different from everybody else, then it seems like you're the issue, or you need to change, or you need to adjust, and it's the exact opposite. You say you never fit in with them. You won't. You won't. But you have a tribe. Okay, you have a soul tribe you're going to connect to. I feel like there's something that you're going to do when it comes to either business. There's something that you're going to create. You're going to be guided to do, write something, do something. It's going to put you on a high pedestal. People are going to start to look at you and admire you because you're going to tell your story, and a lot of people may not like it, but it's your story, so stick to it. Okay, everybody gonna be saying, "Oh, why is she doing this?" Okay, listen, you're gonna have to do this because the thing is, people in your family, they want you to stay where they are. They don't want you to change because you're going to shine a light on them and what they're not doing. They're not wrong, okay? So we don't look at them like they're wrong and they're dark or whatever. They're just at a lower frequency, okay? And until they raise their vibration and raise their frequency and start doing things different to help themselves, you're going to have to let them live down there. And that is hard for us to do in these last days. A lot of us are being called to separate from people who are choosing to do what they want to do. They're not wrong, but I'm telling you, they have a greater chance of pulling you down than you lifting them up. You say you can feel this energy. Yes, yes. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. And see, the thing is, you you're trying to move forward. You're trying to move forward, but you're trying to stay with them at the same time. So it's almost like you're doing, like, one hand is being pulled this way, other hand pulled this way. You say you stand with your sister and you need to move ASAP. Okay. You're going to do that. You're going to move. It's just going to take some time. It takes time, but plan your escape. That's what I always say. Plan your escape. Because this time next year, anything can happen in 12 months. Anything can happen. So if you got to go apply for assistance, if you have to go work another job or start something on the side, but I feel like whatever it is that you're going to do on the side, you may feel like it's not going to pay you enough. Like you have an idea to do something, but that's not going to give you the money that you need. You don't know what's going to happen with the thing. So if you're being guided to start something, start a channel, write a book, do something, whatever it is that you're being guided to do, you prayed. So Spirit answered your question in a form of an idea or in a form of, inspiration. You say you do hair, nails, and you're starting to tattoo. You have a way to make money. You have a way to get what you need. So if you feel like you need to do it, then really what you need to do is put yourself out there. You need to let people know what you do. Get your business cards. If you're being guided to get online on social media, start doing that because people don't know what you do. You could be great at it, but nobody knows. So all you really need to do is just let people know what you do. And you'll be surprised how people are going to start coming to you. And like I said, once you start doing whatever it is that you're being guided to do, you're going to take off. And people really ain't going to like it in, okay? And you may be the type to say, oh, well, let me look out for my sister. Let me look out for my people. Let me help them because they help me. They help you because they really feel like they need to. But people can help you and do stuff for you, and they still be like, behind your back. You know what I'm saying? They're not really doing it from a place where it's like, okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You know when somebody just got you, and you just like, listen, I can stay here forever because I know they got my back. You know when you're dealing with somebody like that versus when you're dealing with somebody that's like, I guess you can stay here in my back room underneath the rug. You know what I'm saying? You know? It's, just because they family don't mean they ain't like that. You see what I'm saying? And then they'll look down on you when you're down, but they don't know that you're not always going to be down. And that's why that's why they say you have to be careful how you treat people because you don't know how you treat that person is down. You don't know when they go back up. And you're going to go back up. And they're going to be looking at you like, you think you all that. I remember when you didn't have nothing. Well, guess what? That ain't going to be who you are because you're going to be somebody that everybody knows for doing what you do. And everybody's going to be like, oh, they love you. They love you. They love you. And so your family, they're not going to rock with that. I'm telling you now, even though they may smile and say, oh, good job, but inside you have to remember on a soul level, they're going to be like, you ain't no better than me. So there is a tribe of people for every person that is chosen. Okay. And when you are chosen, then that means that you are born into a family, but the family that you're going to gel with and connect with, they may not be your blood relatives. Your blood relatives may be the ones that actually are hindering your growth because of the way that they think, the way that they live, the way that they are. Remember, we're all conditioned to be a certain way. But if we're all conditioned to be a certain way and then you break away from that, who do you think you are? What makes you so special? Well, it's not you at all. It's spirit chose you. You were created to do certain things. I was chosen. I didn't decide that I was going to live this life. The path chooses who the path chooses. Spirit chooses who spirit chooses. You cannot help that. So you may try to push yourself down so that you can stay cool with your people. But I'm here to let you know that if you don't stop doing that, you're going to be just like them. You're not going to be able to move forward. You say, yes, I get what you're saying. Okay. 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 You can stay there for now. It's okay. Do what you got to do. But start doing your thing on the side. And do it like you got millions of people watching you. You know what I'm saying? Post it, whatever it is that you're doing. Show people, share it, get on Vistaprint, make you some business cards, go to different places. If you're doing hair and nails, then go to different places where you know women are and put your cards and put your stuff up where you know people gonna want to get their nails done. Okay, do a little set on yourself, take some pictures, do a set on somebody else, take a picture, put it on your cards, and just sit that stuff out there. Get on TikTok. If you're doing somebody's hair, get on here. Listen, show your stuff. You say, yes. Yeah, you said you minimizing yourself too, water bottle? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You said, okay, I will. Okay, look, I got my eye on you. I'll watch it. I want some good news. Okay? And keep it to yourself. You don't have to tell people what you're doing. You don't tell nobody what you're doing. Just do it. Just do it. And keep doing it. And be silent about it because you're going to want to share. You're going to want to tell people the good news. You're going to want people to be happy for you. But you're one of those leaders. Like I was telling you, when you're at the line, when you're at the front of the line, then you don't always have people to look to support you, but you will, just not at this phase. At your next phase, you'll have people to come and support you, but first you got to learn how to support yourself. You say, yes, move in silence. Yes, you need to do that more. Yes, don't tell nobody nothing. Don't tell them. Because if it's just between you and spirit, then, it's kept sacred. You're keeping it sacred. It's like keeping it in a box. And don't let other people know until you're ready to reveal it to the world. When you're ready to reveal it to the world, then you let people know. Like I didn't let nobody know when I was reading tarot and I would have my tarot channel and stuff like that. I didn't let people know what I was doing because I come from a Christian background. So I didn't want people telling me all this crazy stuff about blah 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 blah, you know, because that would have made me feel like I shouldn't have done what I was doing. Now, that was my path, and I'm not suggesting anybody go down that path, okay? But that was the path for me, my initiation. But I'm saying that if I would have told people what I was doing, they would have discouraged me from doing it, or they would have put mental blockages there for me. So I didn't tell nobody, I just did it. And everybody in my city and everybody who found out, they found out because they found out through somebody else. I didn't tell them. They started seeing all these people watching me and getting all these likes and clicks and everybody calling me cousin. They're like, cousin, yes, these are my cousins. I was deep. We still deep, okay? Because we're all coming back together. But on YouTube, y'all already know. Listen, we was deep in the thousands. We hung tight like that for a long time. And we're just coming together again. But I didn't tell people what I was doing. I was doing all kind of stuff, all kind of work and healing and listen, when I disappeared for 3 years, nobody knew where I was at. They just knew that I was not around. And when I came back out, then I told people this is what I was doing. This is where I was. And as women, we got to get back to that secrecy, okay? Mystery. Keep your mouth closed. Because really that is feminine, okay? It's very mysterious and feminine for a woman to feel something and know something and be able to sit with it and not tell, not speak, okay? You hear about it a lot when it talks about occult knowledge, like knowing certain things, but you don't speak about what you know. And when you start to connect with spirit, like really connect with God on a soul level for real, God will tell you. You don't talk about certain things. You don't. And that's the reason why I know that everybody's not spiritually connected, because when you're spiritually connected, you know that there is a certain amount that you tell and there's a certain amount that you don't tell. There's certain things that you say and then you don't. And it's best for other people, because honestly, you can have certain information, and if you tell certain people, it can hurt them, it can be detrimental to them. So you don't tell everybody everything. Some things you just keep to yourself. Like even with my children, I know certain things about my children. They think I don't know what they're doing. They say, Mama, how you know that? Sometimes I tell them. They say, Mama, how you know that? I say, don't you know who your mama is? They say, oh, never mind, never mind, never mind. I know you do that. Yes. That's how you want to be with spirit, like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to be like that with spirit, the spirit have to know that you are like childlike. You're coachable, that you can keep certain secrets and you can do certain things independently without other people. It's okay for you to have other people when you need them. But most of your life and your support should come from your connection to spirit, and you just keep it to yourself. Okay? How do you strengthen your connection with spirit? Join the spiritual alignment class. Okay. Water bottle, you know what to do. I already answered your question. I'm done with water bottle. How do you hear from spirit? Okay, so what's your first name? Y'all laughing. Y'all laugh. Water bottle. I told you water bottle funny. Water bottle is so intuitive. It needs to stop. Okay, how do you hear from spirit? What's your first name? You said don't do me like that, cousin. No, I'm doing you like that, cousin, because you way too intuitive, honey. You should be on your platform doing what I'm doing. You should be over here helping. And you over there questioning, talking about you don't know what to do. Okay, Cheryl. Cheryl. Okay, hold on 1 second. You said I was called here for real. Great life. Thank you, cousin. Yes, yeah, it's all spirit. It's all spirit. Okay, so Cheryl, let's see. Oh, how do you join the class? Go to the link in the bio. It's gonna be that link that's gonna pop out. It's gonna pop out at you. Okay, so let's see. Cheryl. Cheryl, you work too hard. You work too much. Too much. You work too much. And I think, okay, you may be having some issues when it comes to like your health or being able to keep up doing the same things that you've been doing. That's spirit. That's spirit. Because it's time for you to take a break. So you may be guided to take a break. I heard like spring break or taking like a vacation so you can think clearly. Because I feel like you've been working really hard for a long time. It's not just like right now. I feel like for a long time you've been working really hard. And it's more like your mind. Like you just are constantly thinking all the time. So if spirit is sending you messages, then you're not picking them up because you're always thinking all the time. You said true? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because if spirit gives you a message to do something, but you're moving, you're doing this, okay. Okay, this is your vibration all the time. Okay, whether you're just doing it, your mind is moving a lot, you're working a lot, you're moving a lot, whatever it is that you're doing, it's just like, you know how ants are just always like moving all the time. So they're busy working, 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 working. And so the message is like going right over your head. You said, how do you silence the noise in your mind? Yes, okay. So first of all, habits, okay? There's certain habits that you're being guided to release, okay? And it doesn't have to be addictions, but it could be, okay? It could be addictions. It could be whatever it is that you do excessively, then it's causing a blockage for you. Because remember, anytime that we do something a lot, extremes, it doesn't matter what it is. If you drink a lot of coffee, if you eat a lot of meat, if you shop too much, work too much, smoke, drink, whatever it is that you do, it doesn't matter. You have, I want to say this right, you'll have interference, okay? You'll have interference. So when you have spirit, which is our connection, our higher self connected to God, trying to send you messages, but when you have those addictions, then you'll have portals open and you'll have one thought and then you'll get another thought. You'll have one thought and then you'll get another thought. It's like that. So then you don't know which thought you should go with because it's this interference going on. So you'll want to start to cleanse your energy. Okay. Cleanse your energy. Whatever it is that you're doing in excess, you'll want to start to slow down doing that. Okay. Slow it down. I don't suggest you stop doing anything 100%. If you smoke, if you drink, whatever it is that you do, just start to slow it down and then you'll stop completely. So set a schedule for yourself. If say you drink and you go out, then drink and go out only on certain days. If you set your times. If you smoke, then only smoke on certain times of the day, and then smoke on certain days, and then smoke every other week. You're going to wean yourself off of whatever it is that you're doing, or slow yourself down. Once you start to do that, then start to cleanse. But you have to get your habits right first. Once you get your habits right, then you start to cleanse, meaning that you can start doing your spiritual baths now. You can start doing, meditation and stuff like that. But it's going to be difficult for you to meditate if your mind is going like this and you have this, going on. Listen, um, a lot of people feel like they have like depression, anxiety, and all these mental things going on with them. Really, it's spiritual. It's 110,000% spiritual. And you're just not aware of how your actions and what you're doing is opening your life vessel to interference. Once you start to seal your vessel, or spirit will seal you, but you start to accept it, okay? You start to follow the guidance from spirit so that you can be sealed, then that will block off a lot of that interference. You say you agree, very spiritual. Yes, yes, yes. And you being a spiritual person, you have to be 10 times more cautious about your habits, the things that you do. A lot of times we don't know. And on a spiritual path, that's how we learn. So I used to drink all the time. I told y'all that. I used to drink all the time. I used to smoke all the time. I used to do all this stuff. So I didn't know that me being a spiritual woman and living that lifestyle was a conflict of interest. Okay. So I used to have interferences. I started to have them interference. And I was second guessing like what I was hearing. At first I could hear very clearly. And then my messages started to get kind of foggy. I started to feel like, I don't know, is this what I'm supposed to do or whatever, and I started to feel like I wasn't connected. That's because you're out of alignment. Okay. So you got your body, you have your soul, and you have your spirit. Your soul is always going to guide your body so that you can stay connected to your higher self or get connected to your higher self. But if you get the guidance from your soul to stop doing certain things or start doing certain things and you don't do it, then your body will start to feel disconnected because it is. So in order for you to get back in alignment, then you'll follow the guidance from your soul that's telling you maybe stop eating certain foods or start eating fruits and start eating vegetables. Spirit always guides us from within. It sounds like you. It sounds like your voice. It sounds like an idea that you're having, but really that's spirit. You're being guided to do certain things. And once you start to do them, then you'll start to see that things will start to become clear. Your mind, you can always clear your mind. Always. You can have control of that. You don't need medication. If you're on medication, I tell you don't take your medication, okay? Because I know some people on medication. I'm not saying that. But in addition to you being on medication, there's a lot that you can do to make sure that your mind is working for you properly. And environment is important, and habits are very important, okay? Okay, so I hope that helped you. I don't know if you're still in here, cousin. Let me know if you're still in here. You said, I am so heavy today. I needed this live. I know, cousin. Look, Spirit had taught me to come in here and talk to my cousins. I'm here. Look, I'm here. You said, thank you, cousin. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You got it. You got it. It's just, a lot of times when we hear that guidance of what we need to do, we don't want to do it. I mean, who wants to do these things? We don't. But I feel like you are a spiritual person and you're at that phase. So there's a certain period of time when you can get away with doing certain things because, when you're a baby on the spiritual path, then you can do certain things. But Then once you're ready to go to the next level, then you'll be required to do certain things that you may not want to do, but you're past a certain phase of doing certain things. And then you'll start to have these interferences, and you'll start to feel like, it's dark forces and all of the, all this goofy stuff that you hear people talk about. But really, what it is when you need a correction, you get uncomfortable. The forces will make you uncomfortable, and then they will start to cause disruption and then destruction. But that's only so that you can make an adjustment. But you still have the free will. You still have free will. You say you ready for your next level? Yeah, you say you here? Okay, y'all come on. Listen, join the spiritual alignment class because I want to work with y'all all the time. If you ready, I'm ready to help you, okay? I'm ready to help you because I can't be on live all the time. And I don't come on all the time because it does, take a lot for me to come on live. But in our spiritual community, I'm there, okay? I am there for you ladies. So join the spiritual alignment class because that's where you'll get your assignments, okay? You'll get your assignments. You'll know what to do. You'll know what to eat because I also put the guide in there for you ladies. So you'll have your recipes if you want to start eating meatless meals. A lot of times people want to eat meatless. You don't know what to eat. All of that is over in the community, okay? And you can get started. You said, how often do you have to log in? It's not a login thing, cousin. It's 4 weeks. So for 4 weeks, every Sunday, you'll receive assignments in your email. Okay? And I've already printed out the guide. You'll have a workbook and you'll basically just follow the steps on the workbook. And you're going to commit to it because I'm not going to be there saying, cousin, did you do your assignments this week? I'm not going to tell you that. Did you do your meditation? Did you write in your journal? I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to give you the assignment. I'm going to give you the guide because I will give you a video guide. And then after that, you have to prioritize it because you have a different schedule. Everybody has a different schedule. So you have to decide, okay, when am I going to start doing these things? When am I going to start adding these habits? Because really, listen, it's not that you don't know what to do. It's just like credit, okay? A lot of people feel like they have bad credit, but it's really because you don't have anything good reporting on your credit. So if you start having good things reported on your credit, then that will take away the negative. If you just have all bad things reported on your credit, then yeah, you have bad credit. But once you start to clean it up, once you start to put some good things reported on your credit, then you have good credit again. It can always be adjusted. So it's just like your energy. Your energy can always be adjusted, but you have to give it attention. You have to do things that will raise your vibration. So if you're ready, then I got you, okay? You say your guys have been telling you to get a spiritual teacher, find someone to learn from. Wow. Yes. There's no coincidence, okay? There is no coincidence. It's all spirit. It's all spirit. And when I was away for 3 years, I knew I was going to come back and I was going to help a certain group of women. I knew that. Spirit told me that. And I have sticky notes. If I could show you all the sticky notes and all the things that I've been guided to do right here on this wall, I already knew. So while y'all were looking for me, like, Ken, where you at? Listen, I was getting my assignment. So now I'm here because moving forward, this year coming up, listen, we can choose to do what we want. And it's raining so hard right now. But we can choose to do whatever we want. But if we don't make those adjustments, I told you, it will start to cause a lot of disruption. It will. And it's not for those, you look out in the world and we hear a lot about what the evil people are doing in the world. Listen, Spirit is coming through with a sword. I'm letting y'all know. And we all know it. It's just a matter of time because the world has been going like this for so long, and now is just the time for it to end. So, Spirit is judging the vibration, okay? Those who are ascending and doing these things, and those who are not. It ain't no God knows my heart. I'm going to get there, okay? All right. But when things start to crack off, what is Spirit going to find you doing? Are you going to be doing what you have been guided to do? Or are you still going to be saying, I don't know. I don't know. I'll do it one day. Listen, y'all know it ain't time to play. Everybody can feel it. Everybody can feel it. We all feel it. It's not anything to be afraid of, but it just is what it is. You said you've been trying to let go of your fear of stepping into your new beginning. How can you get rid of fear? Okay, so fear, fear is an illusion. So that's something that you're making up. It's something that you are doing to protect yourself. And a lot of times, fear comes from, having that fear of success. That's what I'm feeling like. You being afraid of being great. But you are great. Cousin, what's your first name? I see your name's Cortez. You are great. Why are you afraid of your greatness? Or do you want me to tell you why? I can tell you why. Okay, Cheyenne. Okay, Cheyenne. Okay. Yeah, you say your favorite cousin Ken Ken. Hey cousin, it's me. Looking beautiful as always. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so you say you've been like this. You just started happening in your adult years. Okay. I've been like this. It just started happening in your adult years. Oh, you never been like this. Yeah. But I feel like, okay, for you, okay, you're praying and you're asking for certain things, okay? And a lot of times when we pray, then it doesn't always come to us like a blessing, like the world calls everything a blessing. The only blessing is spirit, okay? That's it. That's the only blessing. But if you pray for support, if you pray for, certain things to happen in your life, it doesn't always come to you like a good thing. Sometimes it can come to you in a form of fear, or it can come to you in a negative way, but it's so that you can have these feelings to come up. So once these feelings start to come up, I feel like you're the type that you always feel like you have to take care of yourself. You have had to defend yourself. You have to provide for yourself. You got to do everything for yourself, right? You don't. You don't. You feel like you do, but you don't. And so really what spirit is reflecting to you is that the reason why you feel so strongly about protecting yourself and and taking care of yourself and all these things is because of an underlying fear. There's something that you're afraid of, okay? And a lot of times it could be the fear of not being taken care of or not getting things right, okay? But you said right, yes, yes, but it's time for you to let go. It's time for you to let go, because in order for you to reach your greatness, you got to let spirit get in the driver's seat. And you got to trust that even though you have been through some hard things and you've been through some hardships, that you are still protected, you are still loved, everything, okay? You still have the love from your creator, even though it feels like you've been left alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. It's like the same thing I told the person earlier. That's why I say all these messages for all of us, because you're not alone. You're not. You don't have to do everything on your own. You don't. You don't. And that fear comes up to let you know. Just like sometimes you might start feeling anxiety, like, oh, I never felt anxiety before. Why do I feel this? Well, that's really what's going on deep inside. But a lot of times we can find a way to mask that, or we find a way to, work through that. But then there comes a point in the healing journey where it's like, no, you can't mask anymore. You got to feel this, because this needs to come up. And so when it comes to dealing with the fear, just release the idea that you're taking care of yourself, because you're not. You're not. You're not doing anything on your own. Just accept that. And I know it's hard to accept, because now that requires for us to have faith and trust in what we don't know and what we don't see and all these things. But that's the world that we live in now. We have to learn to depend on our source for everything. So just know that there are certain things that you can do, and there are certain things that spirit is going to do for you. And you want to get to the point to where you don't have to work so hard, because you are tired. You want support, and you have it. You just may not have it from people, but you have the support that you need. And it's time for you to let go. It's time for you to let go. You said, oh, you're talking to me right now too. Yes, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. You say, yes, we are. We are the collective here. A reason we all needed to hear this. That's right. That's right. Okay, cousin, you let me know if you're still here. You said, I appreciate you. God bless you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're gonna get there. It's like a wall, like you got this brick wall up, you hoard. You hoard, cuz. You probably out here like me, ain't nobody gonna lick. You probably got a gun. Cuz you got a gun. My cousin be going to the shooting range, don't you, cousin? You said, look, ain't nobody gon' look, I got this, kiss. You said, yes, ma'am, but a teddy bear inside. I already know. You like, look, ain't nobody gonna bother me. You are okay. Okay? Look, pawn your gun. You said, oh, hey, no, I ain't gonna pawn my gun. I'm gonna have to pull this thing out one time. I love y'all. I really do. It's okay. It's all right. Listen, I know, because I used to be the same way. I used to be the same way because I'm telling you, I used to stay at the gun range and all that, which I still like shooting guns and stuff like that. But, you know, I just grew up a certain type of way and I felt like I had to defend myself because I honestly did. Like when you grow up in a certain environment or you have certain things happen to you, then it's like if you don't defend yourself, then you can be a victim. But ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Listen, God ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. Nothing. Your worst days are behind you. Everything that has hurt you is in the past now, and it's time to move on. Yep. You're just gonna start healing, that's all. You said, look, because I've been numb to a lot of stuff lately, and it's scary. Ooh, it is. Because then you'll start to feel like you don't care. And that's a scary place to be. That's a scary place to be. That's the shadow, okay? When we start talking about the shadow, going into the shadows, hey, cousin, when we start going into the shadows, baby, it's scary. It is because you can go either way and you don't know, you don't know what you can do, because a lot of times we want to lean on this side of being good and righteous and holy, but no, we have a shadow side. It's very real. It's very real. And when you suppress the shadow, then that's when you start to have a lot of issues. And when you start feeling numb and listen, people who commit those crimes that are the unthinkable, people who do certain things in life, those people are numb. They don't have the emotional connection to what they're doing. When you go down into the shadow and you start to do shadow work, you will start to have those emotions. You will start to feel anger. You will start to feel like you want to hurt somebody. You will start to feel that. But remember, on this path, you never get mad. Just remember that, and that will keep you in the vibration of love. Love is the cheat code. So it doesn't matter if you're doing inner child work, shadow work, whatever work you're doing from a lower nature on your lower self, always choose love. And the way that you choose love is choosing understanding, okay? And you choose not to get mad. You always, this is what I tell myself, cousin. Some days when I don't feel it, okay, I'm like, I need to just go lay down. That's what I say. That's what. Listen, when I get into my mood, I need to go lay down. Yep. I need to go lay down. I need to keep my mouth closed. Yep. I tell myself that sometimes, cause I'm gonna say something, and I don't want to say nothing. And I'm not that. I'm not like that anymore. I used to be the type that I would just say whatever and I don't care. But now, listen, I have a connection with spirit. Now spirit has really worked on me. I know that everything is working for my good. If I feel like it's too much, I'll say it's a lot for me right now, spirit. This is a lot. I need some relief. If you need some relief, ask for it. If you feel afraid while you're doing your spiritual work, let spirit know. Let God know. This is a lot. This is challenging for me. I need some support. You have forces on the other side that can help you. So like I tell you, I'm an energy healer, right? I can send you energy that will help you, okay? Because of my connection to the creators, actual ancestral connection, also, but I'm connected to spirit in that way. So angels can do the same thing. Okay, you have support on the other side. So whenever you start to feel a certain type of way and it's too much for you, you know you're doing your spiritual work, you're starting to do this healing work and stuff like that, ask for support. You ask God, you ask the Creator, and the Creator will give you the help you need however it comes to you. It could come to you in the form of a message, it can come to you in the form of relief. They can relieve the pressure from you. Because here's the thing, it's almost like being held down in the water and being pulled out. You get held down in the water and then you get pulled out. That's what the spiritual path is when you start to do your healing work. It's what's happening, okay? Because you're purging and cleansing, and spirit is doing all of this cleansing on you from the inside. So you're going through these extreme highs and then you're going crashing low. You're going up again and then you're going back down to the bottom again. And some days you will start to feel like, look, I might as well just go back. I might as well just not give a darn. Okay. What Uncle Dion say? I don't give a darn. I just not give a darn. Okay. What Uncle Dion say? I don't give a darn. And a lot of people, they don't come back if they try to ascend too fast. That's why you want to take your time. You don't need no cheat code. You don't need no help. You don't need no nothing that's gonna take you on some trip. Listen, if you want to do that, I ain't telling you not to do it. Okay, if you want to do plant drugs and stuff like that, do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you, if you roll with spirit, spirit will release things when you need to have them released. A lot of times you do not want to unlock something, unlock and become aware of something too soon. You want to take your time because you're going to release something, and then once you release something, then it's going to be cleansed, then you're going to purge, then you're going to heal, and then you're going to go back in and something else is going to come back up. Take your time. Just take your time. There ain't no rush. We got our whole life. We have our whole life to heal. You got your whole life. Just take your time. There's nowhere you need to be. Where you are right now is where you need to be. Whether you're at the beginning of the path, the middle of the path, you feel like you're getting ready to go into a new phase, whatever it is, all of it is necessary for your growth and development. All of it. So you have to go through the crashing lows. You have to go through those high moments. You have to come back down again. It's just how it is. So just take your time, okay? All right, cousin. That's what I suggest. When you feel numb, start feeling like you don't care, you start feeling, all these weird feelings and stuff come up, turn your mind off. And you don't have to meditate to do that. Literally, tell yourself to go to sleep. Turn your TV and your phone off. Drink you some water with some lime in it. And give yourself a treat. Some days when I don't feel like being bothered, I go and make myself a little chocolate cookie because y'all know I don't eat sugar, so I gotta make it myself. But I'll go and eat my little chocolate cookie. I'll have me a little grape juice and drink my water, and I don't want to be bothered. I'm going to sleep. I'm going back home because I told you home is in the spirit. Okay, so I'm going home. I'll be back later. I do. Take your time. You say you have a problem with scrolling. Yes, I want to throw this phone sometimes. Yeah, so it ain't the phone. It's not the phone. You control the phone. And once you start to discipline yourself when it comes to this phone and all these other things, then you'll feel powerful because you'll know that these things don't have control over you. So what I do is sometimes I'll just take my phone and put it in a drawer. Just take it and put it in a drawer. Look at the time when you do it. You say, okay, if it's 12 o'clock, put my phone in the drawer. I'm not going to look at this phone till 1 o'clock. Start doing stuff like that. I'm not looking at this phone till 1 o'clock. So put it in the drawer. Hey, cousin. Yes, it's me. It's me. But put the phone away just for a little bit. Because, we're all bad when it comes to the phone. I know I am. Yeah, you said that's a good idea. Yeah, just put it away for a minute. Put it away and then go outside. If it feels good, just take you a walk. By the time you take you a walk, or do something that you knew you wanted to do that you've been putting off. So you're like, okay, I was gonna make that phone call. Let me just put my phone in the drawer. I'll make this phone call, make myself something to eat, and, pitter patter, whatever you're gonna do, and then come back and get to it later, you know? And then do it for 2 hours. If you got it real bad, do a 24-hour fast. A 24-hour fast will reset everything. Okay? 24 hours. Say a prayer, ask Spirit to help you, let Spirit know, the Creator, you're all, the God of all. I need assistance when it comes to this. I need help. A lot of times we don't ask for help. We just feel like we're going to do things, like we're in it by ourselves. You're not in it by yourself. Ask for what you need. If you need support, ask for it. If you need some discipline, ask for it. But also, when you pray, know that it may not always come back to you, or your answer may not always come back to you in a gentle way. Sometimes it will be, but most of the time it's going to be a test for you. And once you pass the test, now you have the discipline. Now you have a different way of doing things. Do I have a podcast? Yes, I have a podcast. Spark the Flame podcast. It's in the description box, the link. So I post on the podcast every Monday. It is the Divine Feminine Podcast. And it's just random topics. Like, y'all can send me topics too. So if y'all go to the website, scroll down to the bottom, put a topic in there, and I'll talk about it. So I upload every Monday at 7 a.m. So y'all can put it on while y'all driving into work, or while you getting dressed, or whatever you doing. And also, if you're on YouTube, if you subscribe on YouTube, y'all already see it. Oh, it's 11:11 over here on YouTube. So y'all can always, y'all gonna get them anyway, because it's automatically gonna go to y'all on YouTube. So yes, you said yes, very uncontrollable, uh, like a rehab. I understand. Yes, you can control it though. Definitely. Will be listening to your podcast. I'm happy to hear from you. Oh, cousin, thank you. Thank you. You have been promoted. Look, I told you I'll be on TikTok too. I need to get off. Yes, I am a Capricorn. Yes, I am. Okay, you got a question? Okay, I'll answer your question, then I'm gonna get off. I need to go eat something. I'm hungry. Yes, I am. I'm a December Capricorn. So y'all know Capricorn women are a little bit different. We are. But I feel like Capricorn women are like very loyal. I really do. Almost to a fault. Capricorn women will be so loyal that they'll put their life on the line. And that's a Capricorn's lesson, not to do that. You said, cousin, I missed you. I missed you too, cousin. You said, you so beautiful. Thank you. You said, definitely giving that energy. Yes. Yes. You said, we are. You a Capricorn too? Yes. Capricorns, man, listen. They won't leave you. A Capricorn will not leave you. But a lot of times Capricorns need to leave. That'd be the problem right there. Okay? So, it's okay though. We're all here learning together. Okay, so you said yes. You said, oh, no question. I was just saying it was good that, oh, okay. Okay, asked about your, okay. All right. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all just connect with me however y'all want to. Y'all can listen to the podcast, join the spiritual alignment class. There's so many different ways for y'all to connect with me. And I want to work with you ladies. You're not out here alone. Okay. You have support. Join the community. My idea for the Lighthouse is to bring women together, because I know that most women are overworked, stressed out, okay, don't have a support system. So when we come together at the Lighthouse, then we have support. You may not have it from your sister, your brother, your cousin, your mama, your man, and nobody else. Hey, thank you. But you have it here at the Lighthouse, okay? So y'all join the community however you want to. There's many different ways. There's a lot of things available for you here. Let Spirit guide you. Whatever you need, then take it. Whatever you don't need, then I'll see you when I come back on live. I try to go live once a week, but not always, okay? I know I go a few weeks without going live, but that's because I have to also work on myself, okay? And when This new world is shifting. And no matter what you do, you have to prioritize yourself. No more working and putting yourself last. That is over. You won't be able to do it like that anymore. You will start to have issues that will start to go on in your life because you have to put yourself first. When you do that, you're putting God first. You're putting your creator first because you are a reflection of the creator. So we have to get into the energy of loving ourselves first and then giving from the overflow, what we have left over. So let's see what we got here. Oh, you said we love you, cousin. Thank you for your wisdom and for all the work. Oh, you're welcome. I'm here to help y'all. You said for all you done to help us. I'm here. Oh my goodness. Listen, don't make me get emotional stuff. Don't. It's not easy. It's not an easy path, but I'm grateful that I made it through everything that I've been through. And I'm thankful to be here for you all because honestly, like I was telling you as a spirit guide, I have to go through a lot of the things that you all have been through. So I've been on one end of the spectrum to the next. And my life has always been this, back and forth, up and down, all my life. And it's always been me figuring things out on my own and really not on my own but connecting to spirit. So when I tell you that you're not alone, I'm telling you that because I know from experience when you let go of control, then you will see just how much God loves you, and you don't have to work so hard. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to argue. What do you say? I can't argue with you. You ain't gotta do none of that stuff. You don't have to do nothing. All you gotta do is just work on yourself. Literally, that is what God wants for us. Like the creator of all put us here in this beautiful garden, and all we have to do is enjoy the beauty of the garden. That's it. I know. We think that that was, in the beginning of time. That has always been the intention. We believe as humans that we want to go through these cycles and all these, all this, that's what we want. But I believe that there's a new grade of people that believe that we just want to be at peace. Like we want to do it your way, God. We don't want to do it like this. We don't want to work hard. We don't want to fight. We don't want to fight each other. Can we work together? And that is what's going to help us to move forward. Okay? You said extremely well said, family. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. There is a group of us, and we are the ones. Like, I believe we're the one with that Christ consciousness that is raising the vibration of the planet. And I just want to thank all of you out there that are doing the work because you are doing it individually in your life and you feel like you're doing it by yourself, but we're all doing it collectively, and we are really making a big impact because just see how many people are healing nowadays, how many people are interested in eating better and living better. That wasn't a conversation years ago. We weren't thinking about that. But for every person out there that is deciding to do this, it's making the world better, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, I'm going to go get something to eat now because you said thank you, Spirit, for speaking through her because this is what you needed. Exactly. I'm here. Okay. I'm here, and I will be back to answer your questions. If you have questions, just write them down. And when you see me live, I just randomly pick, whoever Spirit puts on the live, and then whatever it is that you need to have answered, I will answer the question for you, and I'll let you know. Okay. Bye, y'all. Bye, water bottle. I love you too, cousin. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all gonna have a great day. Everybody's gonna have a great day. We're gonna keep on moving forward. And we're going into the new reality. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful. You said, oh, look at you. I know I look different, don't I? Thank you, cousin. Thank y'all to my family here on YouTube. I love y'all so much. Thank you. Look at this. Y'all, all praises to the Most High, okay? All praises to the Most High. It's not me. I promise you it's not. It is not me. Not at all. You said, I probably don't remember you. You're my cousin. What's talking about? You said I'ma always remember you. I'ma always remember you too. Well, they say I never forget a face. I love you, cousin. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I know. Listen, we had thousands and thousands of cousins together on YouTube, and we gonna get back right. We're gonna get back right, but I had to get myself right first. So yes, I had to get myself right. You said I'm gonna give you next time. Listen, you don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me nothing. Spirit told me a long time ago that my life can't be about me. And if I take care of you, the Spirit will take care of me. And I'm taken care of. So I'm good. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. You said, I remember you was getting everything together. Yep. Yep. I was. I was. Everybody like, Kim, what happened to you? Where you go? I had to take some time off from work, Ladies, we gotta stop working hard. We have to. We have to because if we don't, listen, we ain't gonna be in no good shape. Our families need us. Everybody need us. So we gotta get ourselves together. Yes, I did transform. I did. I did. I love you too, cousin. I really do. I really do. Thank y'all for your support. Thank y'all for being patient. And I'm here to let you know that you have support. You really do. We're here to support each other. So, TikTok is a beautiful place to be. If you've been guided to come on TikTok, start your TikTok, okay? I can't do all the work. Y'all can't do all the work. We got to do it together. So, I don't care if it's two people in there watching. You talking to somebody, share, help in some way because the more that you get on, the more people will be able to raise their frequency. Even if it's just support, just get on and tell somebody, hey, I'm here. I'm here for you if you need me because you need them too. We need each other. So you started yours. Okay, cousin. Okay. Start that TikTok, start the YouTube, start all of that stuff, okay? Because these celebrities, they coming on the platforms and they making it ghetto. I'm just saying, they making it ghetto. They got too much gossip and stuff going on. We don't need that. Yes, we do need each other. That's right. Only cause you said yes. Only cause you said so. Cause I love you. I love y'all so much. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. That is true. Yep. 33 people in the room. Listen, the Christ consciousness is here. Everybody said they're waiting for Christ to return. Christ is here. Okay. I'm letting you know it right now. I'm letting you know right now. Christ is here. And Christ is showing up in many different forms. So it's time. Yes, yes, yes. And what better way to avenge the blood of Christ than to have thousands of Christs all over the world? I said, God, you good. You good. You be knowing what you doing. You know what you doing. All over the world. Yes. You see, so glad to be among the 33. Yes. We're powerful. We are powerful. And we got some work to do, ladies, but we can't do it by ourselves. So make sure that y'all connect. You said your podcast is waiting for you to record some episodes. Cousin, get on there, and I don't care if nobody watches. Record on your podcast. Record because you got to get the ball rolling. You got to get the ball rolling. That's how it works. You got to get in the algorithm. But if you record one time and then you don't come back again, then it won't ever start. And if you got 5 solid people that come on there, one solid person who listens to you, they need you to show up every day for them, and they'll bring somebody else, and spirit will bring the increase. You don't know when the increase is going to come. You just got to be in position. Put yourself in position so spirit can move, and don't talk yourself out of it. Okay, you said you started, then you stop. Okay, cousin, I'm out. Look, I'm done. Listen, get back on the thing. Look, that's me. That ain't spirit. That's me. I'm just playing, cousin. You gonna do it. You'll do it. You said you're gonna start again. Start it again. Okay. And record ahead of time. If you're doing a podcast, record ahead of time. So on the times when you don't feel like doing it, then you already have it done. You can do that. Just, like if you're doing YouTube, record a few YouTube videos and then release one this week and release one the next week and just, scatter it out like that. Yeah, revamp it. Yeah, revamp it. Because as you grow, what you're doing is going to grow. Mm-hmm. Yep. You say, I see you looking. Yes, I'm looking. I got my good eye on y'all. And I want to hear some good reports when I come back on here. Cousin, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. Because I need some. Listen, I'm a spirit guide. So I need somebody to guide. But if you're not doing nothing, then you don't need a guide. Time to revamp. Yes, your crystal business. Whatever it is, do it. There's no wrong. Because when you need to be corrected or you need to be adjusted, then you'll be adjusted. But if you have nothing to adjust, then there's nothing you can do. Listen, you don't want to get caught off guard in this world. And then things go up in smoke, and then you have to try to figure out how you're gonna make things happen. Right now is the time when you want to be disconnecting from the world system. Right now. That's why Spirit is guiding you to do these things. Excuse me, they may not make you $1 million or whatever you want when it comes to money. Don't do things for money. That world is over. Do it because you love it. If you love it, you'll keep doing it. If you love people and you want to support, then you'll keep doing it. That's what business is. Business is supporting others. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's not about making money. If you make money from it, great. You will make money, especially if you're doing what you're guided to do. You will make money, but you don't do it because of the money. You do it because you want to support others. You have something to give. Okay? All right, cousin. I'm getting off of here because I'm trying to keep talking, but I'm hungry. You say you want to help from a distance? Well, get online. Get online. There's plenty of ways you can do it. Yes, you said go eat. Thank you. Thank you. This is my job. This is my job. Okay, y'all. I love y'all. Peace. Okay. Make sure y'all listen to what I said now. Do what y'all know y'all being guided to do. Because you don't want to get caught off guard. Okay? Yes, I'll see you all next time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, cousin. That you look, everybody said, go eat, Ken. Go eat. I'm going to eat. You said, yeah. Yeah, you inconsistent. You see these eyes? I'm watching you. Get it up. Get it up. Do what you were supposed to do. Okay? Don't be playing with God right now. God ain't playing with you. Do it. Yes, because say go eat. Okay, because I'm going to eat. You say you're in agreement with that. Keep going, ladies. That's right. Keep going. We're going to keep going, y'all. Trying to get comfortable being uncomfortable with new things. Yeah, that's difficult. But once we get used to being uncomfortable, then we just flow. It's like no matter what happens, like being on that wave, you're still on the boat. You're still on the boat. As long as you're alive, you're still on the boat. So just stay on the boat. Don't go too far ahead and don't go back. Just stay on the boat. Yeah. Right. You said it don't look like eating. Okay, cousin. Bye, cousin. I'm going to eat y'all. Look, they going to get me. Don't get me, cousin. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good day. What's today? Thursday? Have a terrific Thursday, okay? Pray and ask for support. And once you pray, you're going to get answers. Take action, okay? All right? All right. All right, y'all. Let's go. Because I can keep on talking forever. Y'all know I can. Bless you too, cousin. Bless you. Look, namaste. Namaste. That means that I salute the God in you. The God in me salutes the God in you. The divinity in me salutes the divinity in you. So, namaste. Yes. Namaste. All right, y'all. Yes.